Hey, thanks for checking out my video. This What If covers the sports festival, mainly the tournament part of the sports festival, and what I think would be different if Deku had his dad's fire-breathing quirk. So, feel free to finish this video or check out the playlist I've made for this What if you want to watch from the start. Also, if you like the video, check out my Hunter x Hunter videos about Gon being born in Meteor City. The next part is coming out on Wednesday, so subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see it as soon as it's posted. Now, I won't keep you any longer, let's start the video. As the whole school, and more specifically Class 1A, recover from the villain's attack on USJ, time passes until the sports festival, and all the students are excited to impress their teachers and the pro heroes who will be watching them compete. Their teacher, Mr. Izawa, tells them all to do their best, since this is their chance to get work-study offers from pro hero agencies. So, every student knows how important this will be to get their name out as potential heroes. Deku also has a talk with All Might, who tells him to try his best and show everyone he has what it takes to be the next #1 hero. So, Deku vows to do his best and prove All Might right for picking him to be his successor. The sports festival starts with a race across an obstacle course. Deku figures his flames won't give him any sort of advantage in the race, and he still doesn't have enough control of One For All to risk using it in the first round, leading to him trying to win without using either of his quirks. The race goes the same as in the anime, with Deku falling behind early, but slowly catching up while the others do well, like Ida, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Deku reaches the minefield and blasts himself to the front of the pack, then, as he is falling, uses his fire breath to set off mines around him, stopping Bakugo and Todoroki from taking the lead, and allowing him to win the first round. Next, in the cavalry battle, everyone is after Deku thanks to him winning the first event and being worth the most points. With everyone after Deku's team, they try avoiding the fight until Ida steals his headband. Deku and his team tries getting it back, rushing after Todoroki's team. Thanks to Uraka using her quirk and lightning them, they easily dodge all the other teams and reach Todoroki, who is trying to use his ice to keep people away. But Deku quickly breathes fire, melting the ice, protecting them so Tokiyami can take a few headbands. But not the most important headband. Todoroki sees how Deku is countering his ice and wonders if he might have to use his fire. As they fight back and forth, right before Deku can take the 10 million headband back, time runs out, keeping Todoroki as the winner. With the cavalry battle over, the heroes tally up the scores to see who will make it to the final round. Deku's team barely make it in, being the 4th ranked team. Then it's Shinzo in 3rd, Bakugo's team in 2nd, and Shoto's team in 1st. This means they will all meet in a tournament to decide the official winner. After a few quick conversations between the competitors and the teachers, the tournament begins. The first round is unchanged, with Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, Kirishima, Mina, Tokiyami, and Ibara going to the second round. The second round is where things are a bit different, with Todoroki fighting Mina in another quick victory. Then, Ida defeats Ibara. Next, Bakugo defeats Tokiyami, leaving Deku to fight Kirishima. Kirishima is confident that his defense can hold up against Midoriya's strength and fire. As the match is about to start, Deku is still trying to think of a plan when the round starts and Kirishima rushes towards him. Deku uses his flame breath to try and stop Kirishima, but with his hardening, Kirishima rushes through it unfazed by the attack. He then slams Deku with a hard shoulder tackle, impressing the crowd. Deku picks himself up and wonders if he can cause enough damage to stop Kirishima without hurting himself so much that he can't fight in the next round. Kirishima keeps the pressure on Deku, constantly attacking as Deku dodges and retreats, looking for any opening. Deku finally finds his chance and tries counterattacking, using about 5% of his strength. The punch lands and knocks Kirishima back, but doesn't do any damage. Kirishima grows even more confident, feeling like Deku can't hurt him, and starts attacking more and more recklessly. As Deku finds himself running towards the out-of-bounds area, Kirishima doesn't stop letting up the attack, forcing Deku even further back. Deku seems stuck between a rock and a hard place, but he finally thinks of a way out. He uses his fire breath to let out smoke instead of flames, momentarily hiding his position, and using the moment to get behind Kirishima. Kirishima hears Deku's footsteps and turns around, assuming Deku will try to push him out of bounds. "Sorry, Midoriya, I won't let you trick me that easy," he says as he swings blindly at the smoke, hoping to hit Deku. But as the smoke clears, Deku is standing with his hands raised towards Kirishima and flicks his finger, shooting out a blast of air at full strength. This breaks his fingers, but the air pressure is strong enough to knock Kirishima off his feet and barely out of bounds, sending Deku to the semifinals. Bakugo watches Deku come back to his friends after the match, with Uraraka and Ida congratulating him. Ida then says, "I hope it's me and you in the finals, Deku. I know I'll win my match, you just have to win yours." Bakugo hears this and interrupts, saying, "This wimp won't beat me. I'm gonna get him back for what happened in All Might's class and crush him." He then bumps into Izuku as he walks away. Deku calms himself and again thanks his friends for the support and wishes Ida good luck against Todoroki. He then goes to get his fingers fixed by Recovery Girl, while Todoroki fights Ida for a chance at the finals. Ida is the first person to put up a fight against Todoroki, with his speed being too fast for most of Todoroki's ice attacks. But he is eventually beaten, when Todoroki freezes him solid. As Deku is getting ready for his match, he sees Todoroki step back into the waiting area, where they have a quick talk. Deku tries congratulating him, but Todoroki stops him, saying, "I hope you can win your match so we can fight each other. You're like All Might, and I want to prove to my father I can be better than All Might on my own, with just my ice powers." Deku says back, "I have things I want to prove also, and if you're not giving 100% like I will, you won't beat me. No matter how you got your quirk, it's yours now, not your father's. You owe it to yourself and anyone you're helping to try your best, because a hero doesn't let his pride get in the way of what's right." Todoroki is stunned at Deku's words as Deku walks past him and out to the ring for his next match. After Deku makes his way to the ring, Bakugo follows as the announcers hype up the semi-final match between them. The crowd cheers for Deku, liking his underdog style and liking him more than Bakugo, who's shown his angry, vicious side throughout the festival. All the students debate who will win, some thinking Bakugo, some picking Izuku, until the match starts. Deku and Bakugo run after each other and meet in the middle of the ring. They both start just throwing hands without their quirks to feel each other out. Bakugo is the better fighter, landing several punches on Deku while dodging Deku's attacks. Deku knows he can't win a straight hand-to-hand fight, but he's waiting for Bakugo to try and use his signature wide swinging attack so he can take advantage like he did in the training exercise. But Bakugo is one step ahead and uses his explosions to launch himself forward for a high knee attack, knocking Deku back from the strong hit. Deku pops back up to his feet while Bakugo continues his attack, trying to blast him with explosions. Deku uses a small amount of One For All to jump back and escape Bakugo's barrage, and buys a few seconds of time to think to himself. Even though Bakugo's being careful not to give me a chance to counterattack, he's still able to string together hit after hit. I'll have to be careful or I'll be knocked out. Deku readies himself and lets out a burst of fire at Bakugo, forcing him to fly into the air to avoid the heat. The crowd again is impressed with Deku, who jumps up and catches Bakugo with a nice punch, stunning him. Bakugo is getting angrier and angrier as Deku begins matching him punch for punch and countering Bakugo's explosions with his flames. Deku uses Bakugo's temper to his advantage, waiting for him to make a mistake. Bakugo is forced to back up from Deku's fire, and Deku taunts him, asking, "What's wrong, you can't take the heat?" Bakugo explodes, shouting, "Shut the hell up, you wimp. You want heat? I'll show you heat." Bakugo jumps into the air, using his explosions to spin around for a finishing attack. "Okay, this is what I've been waiting for," Deku thinks, as he readies himself to counter Bakugo's attack. Bakugo flies down towards Deku with his howitzer impact. Deku aims at Bakugo as the crowd starts anticipating their clash. As Bakugo is about to reach Deku, Deku blasts a wave of air at Bakugo, stopping the explosion from reaching him. Bakugo is shocked at this as he falls towards Deku, now without his explosions backing him up. So, as Bakugo falls towards Deku, Deku uses 5% of his power and punches Bakugo in the face, knocking him to the ground and out of the ring. The crowd cheers for Deku as he is declared the winner. Bakugo stands up and is in disbelief that Deku has beaten him again. Bakugo gets ready to attack Deku from behind in anger, but All Might is there and places his hand on Bakugo's shoulder. He then tells Bakugo to follow him so they can talk. Deku celebrates his win with his friends as he again sees Todoroki, who just nods and walks away. Before the finals, the two runner-ups fight to decide who wins third place, and that fight will be between Ida and Bakugo, with Bakugo winning. But now with the final fight happening, in 1 hour, All Might and Endeavor try giving their students pep talks. Todoroki mostly ignores Endeavor, ordering him to debut his flame and win at all costs to cement his start as the next top hero, and mainly focuses on what Deku said about how giving his all is what a real hero would do. Midoriya, on the other hand, listens to every word All Might says as he tells him, "Young Midoriya, you have proven to me without a shadow of a doubt that you will be a great hero. And whether you win this round or not, I'm sure you impressed a lot of pros and will get plenty of work study invitations. Now, just try your best and listen to your instincts. I'm sure you know even better than I do what you need to do to win." Midoriya thanks All Might, trying his hardest not to burst out in tears, and promises to do everything he can to win. So next time I'll cover Deku and Todoroki's fight in the finals. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you got this far, and turn on notifications so you can get a reminder whenever I post. I have to go start writing my next video, so I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day.